Hey everyone, it's Rena. Sorry I haven't vlogged in a while, it's just kind of been a ridiculously busy week. I was not expecting that at all. I apologize for the break in regularity, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to get things back on track and hopefully upload some more vlogs this coming week. Things happened this week. Like, really weird things happened this week. One of them was yesterday. This was the strangest and one of the, in retrospect, scarier things that has happened to me in my life, especially in my college life. Basically yesterday, we were trying to cook in the kitchen, and I was boiling some water for my food and stuff, and my housemate put on a smaller pot next to the burner, on the burner next to mine, and she started it boiling, and the other two burners don't usually get a lot of use, so we just put stuff on them that we use sometimes, like a spoon rest or pepper grind, you know, things like that. And a couple minutes later I heard this, like, I don't know how to describe it really. It was just a really strange noise. And I look over on the stove and I noticed that our silicone, supposedly 400-degree Fahrenheit resistant spoon rest has caught on fire. And it was an electric stove, so we can't really turn down the temperature very easily. And it's catching fire, and I go, maybe we want to fix that. Maybe we want to fix that, you know? So we pour a bunch of water on it because we can't figure out the fire extinguisher and we don't have any baking soda around. And that worked, and it smelled awful. It was disgusting. And I just, like, retreated to my room for a while. I was like, sorry, good luck with that. And I finished cooking my stuff, and it was fine. Liv and I watched Mad Max Fury Road for the first time. I'd never seen it before. It was so good. I love Furiosa with all of my heart. We finished the movie. This was like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours after that. And we noticed that the stove still said it was on, even though all of the burners were turned to off, which was strange. So I look over, I feel to see if there's any heat coming out. As it turns out, the back burner had been turned all the way up for the past 2.5 hours. That was not a good thing. And the pepper grind was just sitting next to it. It was so hot that it was actually melting and changing the shape of the pepper grind, which was really, really weird. And so now we have an oddly shaped pepper grind that still manages to stand up somehow. We learned that we should really be careful with the stove. Oh, never a dull moment in the apartment, let me tell you. And then today I was part of a party game that's called a murder mystery. And I don't know how to really explain it, but they're really fun. If you ever get the chance to participate in one and you're up for kind of honing your acting skills or whatever, I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. Basically what you do is, before the murder mystery happens, you meet with the hosts, and they give you your character sheet and go over common knowledge among all the characters and specific things that your character has, like backstory, certain secrets that you want to keep throughout the entire murder mystery, and certain goals that you have to accomplish throughout the murder mystery. When you get there, they go over the rules and all that, and the abilities are, let's see if I can remember this. There's kill, which means that once a kill is placed on a person, they have 15 minutes until someone saves them or they die. There's save, which works immediately on somebody who's dying. There's protect, which means that person cannot be affected by any other abilities like kill, I guess. There's truth tell, where you and the person you're putting the truth tell on go into a separate room with one of the gods, aka one of the hosts, and ask them a question. That question has to be approved by one of the hosts, the god, and the person who is getting asked the question needs to answer truthfully. They cannot lie. So that proves very helpful when it comes to getting at people's secrets. But everyone only has 4 powers. There's also camera, which is like a truth tell on one of the hosts that knows everything about it. Oh yeah, steal, that's another ability. You can steal someone else's abilities. So if someone has a save, you can steal that if it hasn't been used. There's also coerce, so you can force someone else to use an ability they have on someone that you want them to use it on, without them knowing who has used it. I had 2 saves, coerce and a truth tell. So I used my truth tell to figure out who the killer was, and it was super cool. I also got married to one of the other characters, and I managed to keep at least one of my secrets out of two, because the other one I didn't realize was one of my secrets. Completed all my goals, didn't die. I was awesome. It was also a really easy one, because I didn't really have any enemies, so. Anyway, that's most of what's been going on this week, and I thought I'd just kind of talk to y'all and tell you what's going on, because I haven't done that nearly enough, and I'm really sorry about that. If you liked this video, feel free to leave a rating and a comment if you're up for it. It's very much appreciated if you do. If you want to see more of my face and hear about my life and stuff, feel free to hit that subscribe button, and I will talk to you all later.